Holy shit, I don't think I've ever been so scared my whole life. As you can see behind me, the airbag has gone off. Sammy got in a car accident and I just got a phone call, her like completely sobbing and shrieking and stuff. And I thought, she just says, I hear car accident, freaking out. And I'm like, are you okay? And she says, no. I just got out of the gym. It is like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. If you hear a guy in the background, there's someone running around cleaning and stuff. But I wanted to share today's video so I can share a crazy story that just happened this week. The reason that I want to share this story, a lot of people are not gonna really understand, because I think people are so used to people sharing just the highlights of their life. And with my social media, I always wanna be transparent from front to back. I wanna show you the really awesome, great things, the successful things, and I wanna show you the really terrible, tragic, sad, depressing things. I wanna show you the full range of human emotions, because I respect the range of human emotions. Everybody does have it. And to only share the good parts will only help people who can relate to the good parts. But by sharing the bad parts, sharing things that you're struggling with, sharing things that you're learning, sharing things that suck, sharing unexpected things that happen, you can connect with a lot more people and you can help a lot of people. And that's always been my message to my channel, is transparency. And with this situation, it really reminded me of stuff that I already know and you hear all the time. And you know, these lines are cliche to you almost in a way, because you hear them so much that you maybe don't respect them. But this refreshed that, and I'm hoping it can refresh you too, that accidents happen, material stuff can be replaced, metal can be replaced, but human life cannot. Along with that also, I think we take for granted people around us and things that we have in our life. When something like this happens, it really reminds you that it could have been worse. And it makes you be grateful, thankful that you have what you have and that it wasn't worse. And it makes you really want to cherish the things that you have in your life. So I hope you guys can respect the reason why I'm sharing this, and also know that Sammy completely wants me to share this. During this actual situation, I was only filming and taking pictures after I had gotten there, seen Sammy, and made sure that she was okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's just jump into the story. 2 days ago, Sammy left for work, and about 10-15 minutes later, I get a phone call from Sammy. And when I pick up, she's sobbing uncontrollably. There's tons of noise going around. It's the alarms and stuff from the police that are around her and all that kind of stuff. And I can barely hear. And she said, car accident. And so I say, are you okay? And you know, in my head, I'm thinking, car accident. Are you bleeding? Are you in danger? Are you in life-threatening, you know, trouble? And she says, no, I'm not okay. You know, she says, no. And I just hear all these alarms, all this different stuff going on. And she's being talked to by police or something. I don't know, I'm not there, but I'm assuming she's getting talked to and stuff. So she slowly like kind of drones away, and then the phone call ends. And so all I hear is just, no, I'm not okay. And I immediately am like running for my keys, running for my wallet, freaking out. In my head, I'm just racing and stuff, and I'm like, okay, man, she said she's not okay. She might be actually hurt. She might actually like have, you know, blood coming out of her or something. I don't know. My mind, of course, like a lot of you guys I'm sure will understand, just goes to the worst places possible. So I jump in my car as fast as I can. I didn't put no socks on or anything. I barely went and grabbed my wallet, because I thought, you know, I should probably have my ID. And I just think, where would she be if she was driving to work and she had gotten this far away? And so I just go down that path and I hope that I find her. When I get down to the street light, I turn and I see her car, another car, many different police cars there, and I see Sam sitting on the corner holding her ribs. Luckily, immediately I noticed that she's not bleeding, so I'm like, okay, thank God. Hopefully she's not internally bleeding or anything like that. The way that I work, guys, is like I just go for the worst thing possible. I'm like a very practical person, but I also like expect the worst in a lot of situations. And so I pull into the parking lot, I run over to her. I'm like looking at her and listening to what the EMTs are asking her and stuff, and she's talking about her ribs. Based off the way that the EMTs were acting, they weren't freaking out, they were just very alert with her. So I was like, okay, she's not in life-threatening danger, because they would have already had her strapped into a stretcher and into an ambulance and stuff, but she is hurt for sure. And I don't want to interrupt with anybody's, you know, the situation's going on. I don't want to like stop the EMTs from doing what they're doing. I don't want to stop the police from doing what they're doing. So I'm just standing there and just observing and making sure that I'm not in the way and seeing if I can do anything. My adrenaline is like 100. I'm shaking. I don't know what to do. I can't think straight. Sammy is asking me to call her work to let them know that she won't be able to go to work. The cops are asking me to find her registration and her ID. The lady that she hit is talking to me about a bunch of different stuff and asking me different questions and stuff. It was so hectic, and I was just so freaked out, but I was just thankful that Sammy wasn't in life-threatening danger, because she's completely in shock, right? Like she's like completely in shock. She can barely like, you know, talk straight sentences and stuff. And so she's starting to get taken into the ambulance, and she's asking me to call this person and that person, so I grab her cell phone and I'm still there and calling people, and then she goes off in the ambulance, and I just know what hospital she's going to be at, so I have to go find her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't, this tow truck couldn't come fast enough because I want to get the hell out of this situation right now, go over to the hospital and make sure that she is okay. I'm thinking her ribs hurt, hopefully she didn't break them, because I know if you break your ribs you can cause internal bleeding or you can puncture a lung. Again, my mind just goes crazy with the weird thoughts, with the bad thoughts, and so then she's gone and it's just me, the lady she hit, and a bunch of different cops, and I tell them that the tow truck will be here in about an hour. And then, so like my shock and my like adrenaline starts to finally calm down. I talked to the other lady, she's a retired police dispatcher, so she's really nice, knows what to do, really calm in the situation, which was so amazing to experience someone who, you know, just got hit, but was being the mediator, was being the, I don't know, the experienced one in the situation. That was extremely helpful, so thank you if you ever see this video. And then so then I'm just sitting there for about half an hour waiting for this tow truck, and so I'm just getting different photos and videos and stuff, because I'm thinking, you know, if there's any issue with the insurance or anything like that, got to make sure that we have it all documented, make sure that nothing gets claimed that wasn't actually a cause of that accident. Most of the cops leave, it's just me, 2 cops, and the lady finally leaves, and then finally the tow truck comes. I help him get the car on the truck, and then he's driving off to my dad's shop to drop it off down there at the body shop. The full front end of the car is smashed in pretty far deep into it, like it dislodged the radiator, and there's a bit of liquid on the floor and everything, and the airbag deployed, so it blasted Sammy in the face. The seatbelt that was crossing her body obviously had a lot of impact, so that has her ribs all jacked up. The whole thing just looks terrible. It looks like a freaking nightmare. So after the tow truck leaves, I finally am able to get my car. I head straight on over to the emergency room. I tell them her name, they look down the list, they take me through the back, and then I finally get to see Sam, and she's in a wheelchair and she's just doubled over, just holding her ribs. It looks so freaking painful. I felt so damn bad because I've broken my ribs before and I know exactly how painful that is. Even breathing, coughing, laughing, anything, all muscles are attached in some way to those ribs and it hurts so bad. So I was just looking at her and she's just crying and she's apologizing and she feels so bad that she like caused the accident and it happened in general. And I'm just like, again, it's an accident. And the only thing that matters is that you're alive. The only thing that matters is you're okay. The car can be replaced. The car doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even matter if the car can't be replaced. Who cares? You're fine. But she was just like hysteric and just apologized. It just felt so bad. And you know, I think so many people told her over the course of the last 48 hours that like the car does not matter. You matter. I think it's really actually started to sink in with her. But in the beginning, she was really distraught and was really apologizing to me and wanted to apologize to my parents and stuff. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Because really, guys, it really is okay. If you ever get in an accident, don't feel bad. Don't feel like you are, you know, causing inconveniences, you're worthless or anything like that. The fact that you're okay is so much more important than anything else. So I think that was the first time in this whole situation where I had a sigh of relief. I legitimately was able to stop having my heart race, my hands stopped shaking. I was able to sit down and just be like, I can see you. I can see what's going on with you. I can tell if anything's going bad. No longer is my brain able to race. You're okay. So we're in the ER for a while. She had already had some like tests and stuff, and they're bringing her ibuprofen and whatnot. Then they take us over to the x-rays. We do x-rays, and then we're staying in the ER for a long time waiting for the results. Finally, we get the results, and basically what happened is Sammy has a slight bit of whiplash in her neck and then extreme bruising down her sternum. I think they said that she had a slight crack in her sternum and then bruising across her ribs and across her abdomen. So everybody was saying, today hurts really bad, and she was crying, like she was really in pain, but they're like, tomorrow, I hate to say it, tomorrow is going to be way worse. It's gonna be the most painful thing you've ever experienced. So the next morning when she wakes up, like the only thing I hear is just, ow. And I'm like rolling over and she's just sitting there like on her back, can't move. She says she's like in excruciating pain. Luckily we have pain pills, but still like that doesn't even, you know, it doesn't fix it. It just makes it a little tiny bit better. So she's just sitting there in bed and is in so much pain right now. So that's the story, guys. Sammy is going to be recovering for the next couple of weeks, especially this week. She's going to be really messed up. But I appreciate all you so much. When I put this on my story, so many of you ran over to her Instagram and told her exactly what I said in this video. You know, it's an accident. You don't need to worry about it. The only thing that matters is that you're alive. And then all of you guys were giving her so much love and sending her prayers and all this good stuff, man. And it really warmed her heart, man. I know this sounds kind of weird because like a lot of people think, you know, like social media is not that important, but a lot of times, like when you're feeling low, like she was feeling like it was her fault, and like she was, you know, apologizing all the time and stuff, and then she sees all these comments and they're just reinforcing what I had just told her. And I don't know, I feel like that really helped. So thank you guys for doing that. That kind of stuff is one way that I think social media is really helpful, is when you can give encouragement. I wanted to come on here and share this story for those of you who it can help, for those of you who can relate to this, for those of you who maybe take life for granted and don't really realize that maybe you should, you know, call up your friends, call up your family, make sure that you have good relations with them, make sure that you haven't left anything on a bad note, because you never know when they or you could have an accident, could pass away, and you never have that chance again. It's important to really reevaluate and understand how valuable and awesome life is, because it really is amazing. I see all your messages and I appreciate them so much. And Sammy is okay. She's gonna be okay. She's gonna take a little bit of recovery. So thank you guys so much for supporting me and Sammy, the channel, everything that we do. You guys are amazing, and we're gonna be back stronger than ever very soon. So thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die, MIRIN, motherfucker.
Team Beyond the Week.